Hi, my name's Paul Sargent, and I just got back from an AP training on the new AP European History Curriculum Framework Redesign Continuation way to do things. And what I thought I'd do is I put together a series of videos here that sort of walk you through the differences between the old exam and the new exam, and look at some of the ways that we're all going to have to be changing our classes, with some suggestions that I thought of while I was at the conference as to what this could really mean for me. And so today what I want to do is I want to start by just giving you a basic overview of exactly what the redesign entails. As I see it, the redesign really changes a couple of things. As we all know, the old exam really was a bit of a trivia contest, especially in the multiple choice section, and they've tried to take that away. The College Board has instituted a system of testing that relies on really four types of questions. Number one, multiple choice questions. These new multiple choice questions are all based on some sort of a prompt. There's either a short passage, there's a chart, maybe a political cartoon, a piece of art, those sorts of things, with 3 or 4 contextualized questions that go along with it. It forces the students to not only understand how to work with sources, but also how to put their learning into context of other things. Part 2 is a short answer question. For those of you like me who've taught AP Government, the short answer question is really going to be the easy one to teach, because it's really just answer the question. 2, 3, 4 sentences maybe for each part of the question should do it. There are many possible answers, but the point here is to be direct. The third part is a traditional sort of DBQ. Fewer documents, documents are longer, and there are other things that they have to do with this. And I'll spend an entire video going through the new DBQ. And finally, they're not calling them FRQs anymore, one long essay question, which is pretty much, with some slight modifications, what the FRQ has been in the past. So that's how the exam's set up. So now, how is it that the course is going to be different? Well, in the old days, they gave us 6 types of history, which they divided into 3 pairs, and they divided the entire course in half, saying about half of it was going to be before 1814, and about half of it was going to be after 1815. And now what they've done is they've divided the course in a number of different ways, and this is where it's going to get kind of confusing. So let me introduce them here, and I'll take each one on in a separate video. First of all, we have what are called historical thinking skills. The historical thinking skills are basically ways to look at history. These include contextualizing, periodizing, causation, the type of things which we're probably already teaching in class, but we just aren't explicitly coming out and telling our kids that we're teaching in class. There are 9 of those, and students are expected to be able to do all of them. Secondly, is the themes of European history. The College Board has decided on 5 major themes of European history, each one of which will run throughout the course. And we're expected for students to be able to understand these themes and how they change over time. And then finally, we have the actual course outline, which for the first time the College Board has given us a list of things that we're supposed to be teaching in this class, which in my opinion is an absolutely excellent thing, because it makes it so that the class is much easier to guide, and we all know kind of what we're supposed to be doing and how we're supposed to be doing this. So that's the basic overview of the changes here. Now, on a personal note, I do have to say this. Having spent a week working with this new curriculum redesign, I think this is going to be a much better class than it ever has been before. I think most of us are going to have to do relatively minor changes to get into the flow of the course, but we are going to have to be more explicit and more aware of the way in which we're teaching things. And it's going to be much more about students being able to do things with information than students just getting information. So anyway, that's kind of the big idea of the AP Euro curriculum redesign. Go ahead and click subscribe if you want to, so that you can see when I post new videos, but in each of the coming videos I'm going to go through the different parts of the new redesign, and I'm going to come up with ideas on how I'm designing my course in order to meet the redesign and in order to meet the needs of the 21st century learner. Stay tuned and check for the new videos. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me in either the comments or by hitting me up on Twitter at @PSargent. Hey, thanks for watching.